Greetings, Naked News Guy here, and today I want to start talking about something other than immigration, at least politically. So I'm going to discuss my ninth political position, which is on economics. So basically, economics is really made to be a lot harder to understand than it actually is. The reality is this: all wealth comes from labor, okay? Nothing is worth anything unless you have the people to do the work. You can have gold sitting in the ground, you can have oil sitting in the ground, it doesn't matter. If somebody ain't out there getting that oil out of the ground or getting that gold out of the ground, it's worthless. Likewise, everything we do comes down to having the people to do the work. And one of the things that I think is really wrong in this country is we've gotten away from this idea that wealth comes from work. We bought into this bullshit lie that wealth is either something that comes because you're lucky because you were born with the ability to throw a football, or you inherited the money, or that it comes from ideas. Look, ideas don't mean shit, okay? All kinds of people have all kinds of ideas, and without the people to do the work, that's all it is an idea. That's the reality. If anything proves that, it's that all these communes and shit failed back in the 70s. Everybody had ideas. Oh, we can do this, we can do that. Well, they would end up just sitting around smoking pot and getting high and not doing any actual work. So they failed. So the first thing I'm going to say about economics is simple. Without workers, nothing is worth anything. And we need to start having that idea in this society. Instead of believing the lie that money comes from some other place, it comes from workers. And it comes from all workers. All people who work contribute. I don't care if you're a janitor or you are the executive of the company. The executive of the company ain't going to make no money or get none of his ideas out there if he doesn't have a clean toilet to take a dump on. If he doesn't have maids to wash his floors. If he doesn't have people to raise his kids. And when we start realizing this, the working class in this country can start realizing that they have value. And they're the ones that society is based on. I really don't get why both parties, again, don't look at it this way. You know, Democrats act like money is just printed. You can just make up money by pressing a button on a computer. And Republicans, well, they act like money comes from rich people having these grand ideas. Look, Tesla's a great car, but the thing is, it wouldn't be shit if you didn't have the miners over in Rwanda digging the crap out of the ground for the touchscreens, and you didn't have the workers in the factory in Texas putting that shit together. So the first thing the Naked News Guy wants to say about wealth is it comes from workers. Again, this is my ninth political position video, is that wealth comes from workers. Like and subscribe. Like I said, I tell the raw and uncut truth. Naked News Guy.